Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather, and on this channel I talk about faith-based dating and relationships and how to prepare for a healthy kingdom marriage. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around. So with Valentine's Day just right around the corner, it was really on my heart to share some ideas on how you can be single and happy on Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and jump into the list. My first tip is to realize that happiness is not found in a relationship. And I know you're probably thinking, well, that's easy for you to say, Heather, you're married, but it's true. Even as a married woman, there are times when I am not happy and my happiness can't be found in my spouse. Only you have the power to determine how happy or unhappy you are. It does not come from your relationship status. It does not come from whether you're dating or being asked out or whether you're married. It comes from within. And honestly, some of my worst Valentine's days were when I was in a relationship, but with the wrong person. And some of my best Valentine's days were when I was single and just spending it with friends and family and people that I loved. My second tip is to volunteer. When we take focus off of ourselves and think about ways that we can brighten someone else's day, it automatically makes us feel happier too. And there's always someone who has it worse than we do. If we can take the time to think about who might be lonely on this day, who may be having a hard time, and how we can meet their needs. One of my favorite Valentine's Day memories was when me and a couple of friends from my small singles group actually went to a nursing home and we passed out handmade Valentine's Day cards and flowers, and one of the guys put on a little concert with worship music for the nursing home, and it was awesome. They loved it, and a lot of those people didn't have anyone to visit them or celebrate the holiday with. So if you can find a way to give back and think about others, I promise that will fill you up as well. Number 3 is to babysit. If you have married friends or family who haven't been out in a long time and they could really use some time away, then how awesome would it be to offer to babysit for them? And you could make it a fun night of celebration for you and the kids, and I know that they would appreciate some much needed time away. Number 4 is to set up a Valentine's Day or just a friends get together. If you have friends or family who are single and don't have any plans on Valentine's Day, plan a get together, bring everyone together, and just make sure that you keep the focus on fun and on what you have to be grateful for and what you love about each other rather than commiserating about your single status. Number 5 is to get off of social media. Even the most confident people can feel like they're missing out when they're scrolling through their social media feed and seeing happy couples and flowers and chocolates and all of these things that they feel like they don't have. So do yourself a favor and just take a break, get offline for the day, and save yourself the temptation of comparison. Number 6 is let God romance you. This may sound cliche, and you may be thinking, okay, Heather, I would rather have like a real life person in my life to romance me, but there is no greater lover than your Father in heaven. He loves you fiercely and completely like no earthly person can. So let him speak to you today. Let him speak into your heart. And maybe even think about setting up a worship night or just have a solo night just between you and God and have some one-on-one time praying, singing, writing, whatever it is that makes you feel connected to him and open to receive his love for you. Number 7 is to reframe your view of Valentine's Day. Most of the time we think about this as a romantic holiday that's specifically for couples in romantic love, but maybe you could think about it instead as a day just to celebrate love in general, to think about all of the people in your life who love you and who you love and spend the time with them. Number 8 is to celebrate self-love. Again, I know this one might sound a little cliche and maybe even a little overpreached, but it's really important to take time to care for yourself and to love yourself well. So think about what gives you life, what invigorates you, what gets you excited, and do that today. Maybe it's a day of pampering, getting your nails done or your hair done, or maybe it's a really invigorating workout or run. Maybe it's working on a novel that you've been putting aside for a long time, or taking the time to paint or draw. Whatever it is that gives you life, take time to do something special for yourself today. Number 9 is to let yourself feel all the feelings. It's okay to feel however it is that you feel today. Content, happy people allow themselves to feel, and they don't guilt themselves for it. It's really healthy to embrace those feelings and to let them out rather than just acting like everything's okay. Wanting to be dating or married is a very legitimate desire of the heart, and it's okay to mourn that. Just don't let it go to the point of having a pity party. Maybe you can write out your feelings in a journal and get all of them out, but then move on and realize that there's so much more to life than your relationship status, and there's so much more to focus on and to be grateful for. And know that it is possible to be single and content. Don't let the world tell you otherwise. And number 10 is to look for the love of God today. There can be a lot of feelings and emotions associated with this day. So if you're feeling unloved or sad, then look for the love of God. Look for it in His Word and music, or just by stepping outside into His creation. Let the beauty of His creation speak to you and inspire you, because that's the way that He shows us His love, is by all the beautiful things that He has created for us to enjoy. It's like God's love note to us, so take time to notice it today. And the beauty of a sunset, or freshly fallen snow, or the first signs of color blooming in the flowers. Let creation and all of the beautiful things around you speak God's love to you. Is there anything that I missed that you think should be added to this list? If so, definitely leave it in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas on how you can be happy and single on Valentine's Day. I hope that this was helpful and that it encouraged you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.